All right, my friends, your boy Chaotic is back at it. Thank you all, returning viewers, for coming back to the channel. New viewers, welcome to the channel. And guys, just remember, we need to stay to the YouTube guidelines in the chat. All right, let's get a job to roll with. Let's see something here now. Scaffolding, we're starting with scaffolding. Alright, so we already fuel the truck up. Check on the time. We need to change the time before we roll. Alright, let's head out on the road now. Take to the streets. I have no horn on this truck, guys. No horn, no horn. Right, let's go and load up here now. Coupling up. Put on the beacon. Ready to rock. I think I could drive around, you know. Let me see. Yeah man, we could drive around. pull into the way station. CLG to you go. Alright, yes, this one now. pull into the way station. Alright, so we're good to go. Let's hit the road again. Everything good on the truck. Let's keep on pulling. Let's go for some fuel. Right, so we now put in 90 gallons. Guys, let's hit the road again. We're looking good. Nice little cool drive as we first load. So far we're doing well. The real DT12 Wagwan. You good? Yeah, man, running the loads on them, man. We're driving the truck like if it's a real worker doing it. Have a get up early and start run truck, you know, bro. People are the goods, you know, bro. Oh, you want to know what is that next to your name? Like it's a yes, it's a number one with the community tab, I guess. So of late, I think I reach a threshold, so they give me the, if you look by the live chat, you're seeing a community button. So I believe everybody that is in my community, when they like you show up in the chat first, so I believe that is why it label you as number one. So I believe that it, I don't know exactly how it works, but if I don't know if you just have to hit the community tab, but there's something with like probably the algorithm must just watch the people that come to your thing often and then label them as a community person or something. Something like that, something of this sort. Alright? Yeah, so it's a kind of ranking thing. But I guess it does happen like every time whoever come into. So I guess if another community member come in, them go be number 2 and it's so it go. Right? You like it? Alright, bro. Yeah, it's just the other day that I noticed it pop up on me thing. So what was going on with YouTube? You just reach, it have thresholds for them to give you certain things. So I guess I hit the threshold, so they give me, they open the community tab for me. Yeah, man, 579 today. 579, bro. You're going and try it on your Steam this week. Yeah, man. Nice truck. This is a nice truck, bro. You never drive it before? This is a nice truck. A good truck this one. Supposed to go further down. No. I missed the road a little. Anyway, I'm not got no police around, so I'll go it. Just keep on running. Right, so back up in the bay there. Never got touch him. Alright, not touch. Coming in, guys. Coming in, coming in. Nice and easy. Alright. Watch it then, guys. Oh gosh, come on, camera. Set yourself, set yourself. Alright, we're looking nice. The couple of load now. Looking real good. Right, let's Jabari, welcome to the stream, my brother. Good morning to you, bro. Alright, DT12. You enjoy the rest of your day and be productive as possible. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate it. Right, so that was the first load in. Looking nice. Let me a condition unit. I go by the right, I'll run some air condition unit. Straight up north. Right guys, let's hit the road again and do some nice runs. Second load at the stream, you know. Animated truck skins, no. I never see animated truck skins. You mean like those truck skins with the animes on it? That is what I mean. If it's that you mean, yeah, me see anime and truck skins already. Like them characters, them Chinese characters. I want them to start to bring that like native. What I mean, like start doing some anime truck skins to buy from Steam. I don't know why SES don't start to do that. Probably they have to get some original animes to do it. But that is something I always ask for. Like the with lights. Nah, I never see those. I never see those with lights. I just see normal like anime characters. People put normal anime characters on truck. It had one back in the day, I think it was a mod, it named Scania Girl. It did look real nice, but some kind of provocative thing, but it did look nice, you know? And that is where I first saw it. So I don't know, like, you know, see if they could get some like Kenchi. You remember Kenchi from where people used to have, and them Kenchi shirt. I don't know why they don't get some Kenchi designs. That could be real cool for your trucks. That could be real cool. In the past, me always ask SES for staff to do them kind of design there. Them anime design. But I don't know if it's a licensing problem they can't do it. I don't know. Or they need to get some artists who could create some nice anime characters. Instead of them set a flag thing, where most of the skin on them is a set of flag this and flag that, and I like the lines paint job. I find they should get some more, they should study some more guys who have trucks with pinstripes and lines and them thing, them introduce some more, because it have some unique ones out there where man have on the real truck. Get some of them there, put them into me, like them kind of designs that for the trucks on them. And other than that, the animes on them, man. Mad now. Give me a good bit of them. Girl and guys, you understand, for put at the side of the truck. You know, for the pan the bonnet and all of that, just at the side of the truck. Right? Like how the car show truck men them. Let me car show truck. The show truck men them does do it. The show truck men, if you ever watch on YouTube and watch people who do show trucks, I saw they do it. So like they might have like a God of War truck, you know, and them kind of stuff there, so. But I know they can't use things like that because those things are people property. Right? But like make up some character what we don't know about. Some nice looking anime characters and put them down, man. You know what I mean? And give it the option, you know, for put colors on them and them thing, and it'll be real mad. It's long time I've been asking SES for do that, but I'm a nobody YouTuber, so me not deep in the game enough forget to them for ask them for do that. It's a nice little project, and people are sure if they make a few anime skins with that idea and put it on the Steam, I'm sure people are buy them out. Every one of them will get buy out. Everyone will get buy out. Because even though we know the everyday trucks don't have that, but it have people who like show trucks. I'm a guy that like show trucks. I like show trucks. So the more parts I give me for like build a show truck, I'm good to go. I like show vehicle, bro. Even with emoji eyes and thing. Yeah, man. You see what has gone? Any vehicle lover, car, truck, bike, any vehicle lover will tell you this. Once you see you can customize your vehicle, it makes you love your vehicle. Your vehicle not nothing special to nobody else own, you know. But it's just that people, it's just like gaming and having a mad rig, right? It have a pride go along with you having a mad looking vehicle, bro. You understand? And I'm a person kind of like that in real in a way, you know. So if me could fix up my trucks them for look mad, even though most of the time is first person view I'm driving from. When me come on the exterior third camera position, me happy for see my truck look mad, and then for the thumbnail too, me want my truck look mad, bro. You understand me, bro? So we just like having nice things, not just that. You understand? Watch how the 389 look clean. Right? But if it had a little anime there, you know, make it look mad, bro. How we call it? 389? Oh gosh. 579. Oh gosh. 579. I call it the wrong name. I saw a custom for drive 389 and W9. Right, so go stop up by that fuel, stop up by it and get some fuel. Oh, go on, you know. Dwayne, welcome to the stream. Wagwan. Everything good, bro? Just checking in. Yeah, man. I'm very thankful for you checking in on the stream, bro. Right, so we're going to make a little turn here and put in some fuel. You're first and second place. Yeah, man, you're number one, bro. Alright, let me fuel up. Wait, you get DT12, you get two you get two you get two accounts. Oh bro. Me understand you, bro. I just say you get first and second, please. You get two accounts. Oh. Calling to what person us them. You're one of them people like disguise yourself from time to time. So in case me start about okay, you go here. Oh boy. Let's keep our trucking, guys. Yeah, the thing about it, Jabari, we are so intelligent that sometimes we do some stupid things and justify it. Boy. So I agree with you that human beings are very intelligent, but we're very foolish too. And so it's like east and west. We're smart, sir, and we're very foolish, sir. Right? But the technological advancement that human beings came up with is crazy. It's crazy. Really, really crazy. Right? So Dwayne is your gaming account is your account for watching videos, and DT12 is your channel. Me understand you know. Me understand you, bro. So when you walk watch videos, you watch that Dwayne Taylor. Me understand. And when you do a channel at DT12. Yeah, that's a smart thing to do. I watch and think and from a channel me do everything. Me watch because I want people to know if me go up on somebody's channel. I want people know I'm chaotic come watch. You understand me? So I'm not gonna separate account for my channel and for thing. Right? Are the same person I come watch. Me understand what you're saying, DT, but I feel it's going to be, well, for these guys in purposes it's good, but I believe that like for watching and thing, especially when you come across a creator channel, for them to know is you. It's good for coming under DT12. You understand me? The thing, Jabari, there is a grey line with this flying car thing. Well, I said there's a grey line with this flying car thing, right? You have to understand, and people don't understand this, right? Having a flying car, as the vehicle starts to fly, it's no longer a car. It might shape like a car, but it's no longer a car. The rules for the sky and the rules for the ground different. And if it are flying cars, the rules for the sky will be different. They often now abide by aviation rules. And that's what people just don't get in it. Yes, it wouldn't go as high as a plane because it's not a plane, right? But it have to hover. And if it have to fly a little, let me say they decide for make a network a little higher up, it still have to operate by aviation rules, bro. So unless like all of those flying cars that they make is going to be automated right through. So you just plug in your coordinates and then through AI or whatever, it map out the course and make sure not get into collisions and things. But outside of that, it still have to abide by aviation rules. The AI or whatever where put it on a part or whatever, it have to abide by aviation rules. Right? So it's going to look like a car probably, but it's actually not a car because you fly. It's not a car. You follow me? But they're already creating the other day Speed went somewhere and he went in a prototype. It's not how the best way to explain it. It looked like a drone. It look like a drone, bro. No, drones does look with the set of propellers. I think it had 4 propellers. And it had a cabin where shaped like a car. So they call it a flying car, but it's actually a drone. That is what it's actually. And speed went up. I don't think they didn't fly him like across anyway. He just went up in the air with it, and then it goes and come back down. Right? Yeah, like a demo version. Yeah, like a demo version. Right? But it actually have people who actually build flying cars. I mean, the car is like an amphibian. You could drive on the road, you could sit right on YouTube, and the wings are come out and you fly. Right? But as I said, that have a little gray line. Because imagine this. Imagine you have, or let me say, your car, you buy a flying car. Right? You now can't operate that with your driving license, you know, bro. So that is what people just don't get. You're gonna have to have a special license to operate that craft. Because, especially if you controlling it, them now go just learn and everybody just get a license for one of these things and put it up a sky. Because you have to be very careful, because let me say we have a like in the movies out there show the flying cars and them does be a like a tad over your head, and you have people walking below in the city and other cars below and people commuting and stuff. Oh gosh, past the talking and past the place, right? I'm gonna take the charge. You have to be able to operate that thing that's so safe that you don't go up there and get into collision with buildings. You don't get into collision with other craft up in the sky there, so that it will come down and damage other people below. So that flying car thing there, I don't think it's a problem for them to develop it. It's not a problem, but the problem is the implementation of it. I have to make sure and implement it safe, because think about this, Jabari. Either if this come around and then the regulation and thing not proper and they implement it, from the first 2-3 accidents, people are starting to kick up on your cars a mainstream concern. Right? And that is how projects does start and disappear. Alright? Look at what happened with the Concorde. You understand? Concorde has been around for a long time. Must say one crash you get. And they just use that as a justification for pull the whole line off. Follow me? But me agree that mankind very smart, right? Because I don't know if you know, a computer chip, the silicon in the computer chip, they say sand where they just use and make it. I don't know if a special kind of sand. You understand me? And that make we communicate, even get me online right now, stream and everything and computer chips there in everything that electronic. No. Even in your car, you have computer chips. And it's made out of sand. Crazy, eh? So at least the silicon for the chip is made out of sand. So mankind come up with some really mad stuff. May I agree with you 100%. It's saying Fast and Furious 9 they did that, but the car has to be very light. Gravity will not be able to withhold a car. The story is this. If we want to talk about gravity, bro, what is the number by? Much I remember the number is 10 millisecond. Oh gosh. Something so. There's a law in physics that says everything drop to the ground at the same speed. I think at 10 milliseconds. I might be getting it wrong, but at least you'll get the concept, bro. 10 milliseconds from falling to the ground. So it don't matter if you drop a pen, you drop a stone, you drop a feather. The difference with how quick it hit the ground depends on the surface area of the object and so to speak, like let me I want to break it down, like wind interference and thing, right? So let me say, for instance, the stone now not have nothing to that is broad, and the weight of it go drop quicker than a feather. The feather is going to soar in the air like this and take its time and fall because of resistance. The feather light and the resistance of the air and the mass, the size of it. Alright? So them is other things that acting on the feather will cause the feather to seem like you're dropping slow. But if you remove, let me say, it's in a vacuum and you drop the two of them, they should drop at the same speed. If that makes common sense, right? So when them develop a flying object, all of them things have to take into consideration. You can't make something heavy and you want it for fly, and planes is light. Planes is light, you know. Planes light, you know. And when we mean the light in the sense of the size to weight ratio, it light. It have to be light, and it have to be able to I want to phrase this properly. It have to be able to let the wind act on it for it to go up. That's how things don't fly. You understand me? So they make the wings on them with a certain shape, so that when you throttle up the engine to go forward, it creates a lift. You follow me? But flying cars wouldn't be like a plane, because a plane need runway. You can't want to have runway for the car them. So it gonna have to be something more like a helicopter or drone kind of vibe. You follow me? So it pushes down the wind for it to go up, and then you have thrusters to push it forward, or the same thrusters that push it up would tilt to push it forward to keep it like this, right? But listen to me, that flying car thing there is a ways off. They could develop them and everything, but I see the problem being regulation. And even if it becomes a thing, it can't be a thing for everybody. At least not at first. Because the price is going to be so steep. Only the rich can be able to afford it until it becomes a standard where either people decide that they don't want to drive a ground again or something. But the way I see that have to be safe, they have to integrate AI with it, and GPS and all of them story there with it. It's not like a car where you just drive freely at ground and crash a ground and do foolishness, and you know what I mean? You can't afford for the human beings go up there and operate so much of them things there within a certain part of the sky. That's a problem. Right? We know we human beings are. Right? Right, and then infrastructure will have to change up to, bro. To accommodate them things there. That's the next thing. Because when you fly them things there around where you land, right? You have places where you have cities where the lines are them below. But like, for instance, where we live here, we get a set of lines and things and run through our cities and things. Also bring that here and operate that. That are cut up lines. How that I navigate through them, bro. How we operating that through we cities? We cities not built for that. So that what I say. That thing here is a ways off. That you have to restructure that thing for and regulation and thing for heavy for that to become a reality for everybody. Right? Yeah, me know the wind look stronger when you go higher. Right? But then, as I said, that them flying cars not make for fly like high like a plane, bro. They wouldn't make them for fly as high as a plane. That is not the model of that. The model of that is for you to fly, commute lower. High but lower. Right, so like I believe within probably the space, the airspace of where helicopters operate, or a little lower. Right, so you can't want to, and remember higher you go to, you need cabin pressure. So flying cars will not have cabin pressure, so they're not build them for go so high, bro. Because you not cater for cabin pressure and all of them stories, right? So, there's a lot of things. So they're going to phase out trains and they're going to make some faster with AI technology. Well, if you want to see the future of trains, we just have to look to China. China has some kind of bullet trains. And Japan and them places there, so them don't get some kind of crazy train already. When you talk about fast trains or them was okay. America get some kind of outdated train. I run. Right? But AI is going to be introduced into a lot of things. And I keep on telling people this. AI will take over a lot of intellectual work. So all these people with these degrees, I know this, I know that, I know AI are going to take over plenty of this intellectual work. Because all it, when they, and the crazy thing about it, are we are teaching AI, you know? We teaching AI. We develop AI and we are teaching. So right now AI is smarter than us already. So it's just to implement it in the different things you need to implement it in. That's just it. You just have to just get smart and as accurate as possible. And then from there you just integrate it in whatever you need to integrate it into. Right? So it don't talk to it. It don't listen, it don't hear, it don't see. Right? So understand what I want. Right? So to me right now, the more human your job is, what I mean human your job is, the more AI cannot replicate your job. You have a future. So let me say that AI, because a train driver, you know, remember the train done on the tracks already. AI could easily take over a train driver, a train operator, whatever. Right? Easily. You follow me? So that is nothing hard to believe. Nothing hard to believe. What to do about it? Oh, you see this here is the right angle I need, you know, to get this side. Alright, let me, because I can't make a U-turn in here. Let me just see me could turn around this story here. Right, so you know that's a debate, you know, of the future and how it will change a lot of things, because artificial intelligence cause a lot of things to be streamlined. And to me, like, the world, what we want in the world is everything to be fast and everything to be accurate and everything to be streamlined. And the more you do that, is the less humans you need. Right? Because it's the corporate gurus and them, they look at money in terms of efficiency, bro. That is how they look at it, you know, bro. Everything is about efficiency. Right? And the quickest possible time you could get something done. The other day, I went and Jabari, the other day, I went and changed my license. Renew my license. Right? I have a big up licensing in Tobago. A big up licensing in Tobago, bro. Is the quickest. Jabari, I've been driving since I am 17. I got my license and I run a road since 17, bro. I'm gonna tell you, at the quickest and the best, when I know me go up on a good day or what, is the most efficient service I have had in a year. I have a license in Tobago. This year, me experience that this year. Any kind of problem I had with that service would have been my fault. What I mean, like, me ask them what the form there, they say the form there. Me grab the form myself right away. When me done, me ask the security what to do next. Because of why you know a whole 5 years and things could change. She said, right, you have a utility bill? I said, oh boy, I didn't want to quit that, you know. But then I said, let me go in the car, feel I have one in the car. And so said, so done. I go in the car and I did have a utility bill in the car. Right? So I come back quick. The woman said, just go sit down there. Pull a number and sit down there. I pull the number. Oh gosh. I pull the number. I sit down and I look for my number for come up next time. I see the number come up. I go by the desk. Quick. Everything quick. When they done they just tell me, hey, just go by the cashier. Cashier there around the corner. Go by the cashier. You man just when they done that, alright. Do something, go around by the photo room. Just walk so. Go sit down and wait. Somebody go check you. Window woman say, right, come round here. You understand me? Come round, she said, sit down there, put your head so. Right. Alright, go back and sit down outside and give me 2 minutes. Before you know it, the woman open the window and hand me my license and I'm gone. I'm like, whoa, streamline thing, because in the past, it had a set of politics. I don't call name because I don't get in trouble. A set of politics. You follow me? And that would be the difference with having AI. Do plenty of them story here. And our people don't understand. You see the politics will come out of it. You understand? So AI don't have feelings. AI don't care about this. These are the requirements and this is how we have to get. And this is what you have to do. And AI don't get feelings. And that's what people don't understand. That's how the corporate people don't want. The corporate people don't want to know politics and feelings for getting and nothing. Right? They just want, if this is how it's supposed to go, so it's supposed to go. Right? And you just have to meet the requirements and so it have to go. For the people like me who is a nobody, I will glad for a system like that. Because I'm a nobody. The people them who is somebody, who everybody know and like to use their politics and the loopholes, they're going to hate it. But that is just how it going to be. You understand? And it's going to make, it go stream, it's going to inconvenience people because a lot of people now get jobs for help out the friend and the family and the this and the that and the this and you know and they go vex for that. But the corporate people don't care about that. At dollars and cents, the corporate people care about. And that are going to streamline everything. And everything will just become quicker. Right? So, Jabari, for instance, but within that too, they have to kind of be careful because, you know, everything need maintenance. But the only thing I fear with AI is that you see the fact that it could think for itself. I don't want it to go rogue. That is what I fear about AI. It's not really it doing what it's supposed to do. It's when it start to think and do too much and start to see things from a different angle where you don't expect it to see it from. That's where the problem come in. And the amount of power and autonomy it will have over itself and other people. That's the problem. That's how I'm frightened with it. But outside of that, if it just set for to stay within a certain perimeter and do what it's supposed to do, everything is everything, man. You understand? They start to use robots in a room service. Bro, it's going to get mad. Me even seen online where they get some robot nurse, you know, bro. So we come back to the same thing. You see this intellectual work, bro. So you imagine somebody, a human being, do so. How much tests and this and that for be a nurse. Interview this, that, the other, all kind of story. And then they do so and bring out a robot. a robot for take pressure. And a robot for just come on man. A robot for give you an injection, a robot for do this, a robot for do that. And the robot better than the human being. Come on, bro. I tell you guys, this intellectual work, right? the more human your work is, where AI cannot replicate is the better for you. It's the better for you because remember we need to sustain ourselves. But I don't want to go into the whole discourse because this whole thing here, it have a whole deeper thing to it. More than just making things streamlined and giving the corporation a lot of power and money. It's way deeper than all of that. Right? But we don't want to go into it. I don't want to go into it. It's way deeper than all of that. Who have eyes to see, go see. Right? So that is what I just tell you guys. You corporate dudes, enjoy it while it lasts. And remember sometime when you go up, remember, it's very easy to climb up a ladder and fall down. So you have to be careful. Right? Do not get ahead of yourself. Or not get ahead of yourself. Take it one day at a time. Because the people and them where you look down on and frown upon, you never know, bro. Them people that might end up coming out being the winner in the end, you know, bro. Because the way we see this thing here go, it's crazy. It's crazy. Right? At the end of the day, street smart might be the only smart. It's sounding stupid now, you know, but a truth, street smart are the only smart. And when I say street smart, I don't mean the foolishness that some of them youths are get themselves in, you know. That's a foolishness. That's not street smart. Street smart is the ability to observe what going on around you and beat the system. That is street smart. That's what me call street smart. Street smart is not being a menace to society. Them is a menace. That's different thing. That's not street smart. No, you robot now take 6 days. Robot now do a lot of things. But the thing about it is that eventually the robot will break. So you need technical people to fix the robots and them pronto when they break. But robots, they will break. And you is a mechanical thing. They will break. But they go run for a good while and then break. The only thing I see what's gonna be a problem here for we Jabari in Trinidad and Tobago is that we don't like to maintain things properly. I believe that will be a problem for us. Right? But the places where efficient with the maintenance, trust me, they might replace a lot of we human beings. I replace with. You know what I tell you? Look something simple here that we could watch and just see that happening. Look at the ATM machine and them want to count the money now. You're putting your note them without the envelopes and it counting it. And it tell you where you're putting there. And sometimes it glitch out to and reject your money. And you have to put it back on. That's just the teething process. You go get to the point where that will stop happening. Right? But I'm just saying. Right? And with that now, it have malfunction too, you know. Because I don't know if it ever happened to you, but me go buy ATM already. Punch in no more money I want. The ATM do so. Behave like if you spit out my money. Not spit out nothing and jaw out the money from your account then. So in every good, you get bad. But the point is, at first the adoption of these things, the people will not be studying the bad of it. Right? They're just gonna be studying. We need to implement these things because we need things to be more efficient. All they're gonna be studying is efficiency. Right? Right? Because human beings, the problem with we is that we're inconsistent. We're not very efficient, we're inconsistent. So if you could get a robot who show up at this time, at this spot, could do this thing, or stay there all night and do this, that is what I want. Hey, man, this world is crazy, man. It's crazy, eh? It's really crazy. So my time growing up, the narrative was different to now. Even though the same narrative still push. I, as being a street smart individual, know that they're still saying the same set of things. But I know that you're not supposed to be having the same mindset, because the future that is coming in a setup for what they're telling you today. In a setup for it. So that's where the street smart come in, bro. I tell you, the street smart people will win. I'm telling you this, Jabari. Street smart people go win. Because the street smart people will be looking for what is it that AI really cannot do yet. Or it will be very difficult for AI to do. They might be able to do it, but it's gonna be difficult. And now where them go put themselves. And it come back to the same thing. So the same people that would have been frowned upon in the past, some of them in the future they wouldn't be frowned upon. Because I tell you, all them intellectual job, you just think about anything intellectual. That's why I call it artificial intelligence. And who training artificial intelligence? We the smart people are train artificial intelligence will be smarter than us. So who really smart? Man, look here. Bye. It's crazy. Alright, so as I say again, I always just say this. Chaotic symbol is a broken robot. I'm glad as I have always been the broken robot on the assembly line. Because me could sit through all of this foolishness, I sit through it. So when some other people are run wrong and they're way up there, sir, and they're not study and they're not watch out on, I am looking at what is going on. I see the whole landscape of what is to come. See? And all I'm doing is laughing. Alright? It's the fittest can survive. You have to be fit. Alright? So right now, as far as I'm concerned as a human being, if you want to survive out there, you just have to be able to adapt. I mean adapt, me mean more on a skillful level. You have to be more skillful than anything else. Because artificial intelligence are going to outsmart all intelligent people and them. They have to skillful. See? I even look for instance, Jabari, right? Being a teacher is already obsolete, you know. Being a teacher, you know. Because there is so much information out there. Man, you can learn a lot of things from just YouTube, all these apps they have, AI itself. you as an individual could learn a lot. And if you can do certain things, if you know for use technology, it will help you. It will do things where the same not smart people and them, where they used to laugh long time, artificial intelligence can make them smart. Right? That are plenty of me I said. Plenty of me I said. The only problem is this. The people that not so smart, they're so not so smart that they don't even want to embrace technology. So they're gonna have some like a phone in their hand, and when they pick it up, is one set of foolishness they're gonna be watching all day instead of researching things or getting close to like people who do out there for try to make you smarter. And if that makes sense, it have YouTubers, you have podcast people, you have different people who out there actually are trying to make you elevate and be smarter out there. But you know what? The people that not so smart, that is not what they're gonna use their phone for. So them go keep on being just the way they are. They're gonna be using their phone for gossip. So that if I tell you, the phone is such a long time a phone was to just talk on. Now a phone is such a powerful piece of equipment you don't believe. You could actually use your phone and make money. And plenty of people don't even know that. It's crazy. You understand? So it all depends on how you look at things, you know. So if you understand what going out here, Jabari, is you have artificial intelligence working at a certain level. But before that, human beings still have a chance to bring up themselves. And as I said, it have certain things that artificial intelligence will not be able to replace. Right? And it's going to have a market for that some way. Where people gonna be like, yeah, artificial intelligence could do this, could do that, could do that, could do that. But human beings has always been unique and special. Right? So there are certain things artificial intelligence will never be able to recreate. You understand? You gotta come close, you know, but you gotta can't recreate it. You follow me, bro? Cause look, me don't say like for instance music. Music move from being analog to digital. And yes, it's better where it's streamlined and it's anybody could get in and stuff and make music and record music and whatever. But you see them older music of long ago where they used to use everything analog. No nowadays music could be as in tune and I'm gonna say have feelings and everything into it as them music there. Because my listeners listen to a lot of music. And especially Michael Jackson recordings. Nothing can beat it, bro. Them things now, you could listen to music from the 90s when music was at its peak and listen something now. You think them now, they don't want not with them music they long ago. Them music they used to be like movie. Once you have the right system and thing, you hear things where you don't hear normally. You want to tell you? They used to be like art pieces. But now everything is cookie cutter. So the more technology increase, it make things easier, it make things streamlined, but at the same time, some of the quality goes away. You understand me, bro? So technology have pros and cons. Another thing I'm gonna speak about when we notice with technology, it get better but it get worse. Cameras. Cameras get better in resolution. They get better in technology so that you don't necessarily have to go and develop no picture by photo mart and all them foolishness. But you see them long time chain of camera, nothing capture motion picture great, sir. You could be running and somebody had one of them old time camera there and snap you. And perfect, no blur, no nothing. Them new camera now, I hate them for that. Anything in a motion, them a blur. They're blurring out. You understand me? So it's good in one instance and it's bad in the next. Right? So the thing go. Welcome to the stream, bro. You like my Pete? Man, love the Pete, you know. Yeah, it's a nice build. Trust me, nice build, you know. Watch it there, you know, bro. Really nice truck. Alright, so we can bypass the way station. Oh. Jeez. Run past the line, you know. Let's now, guys. This time I back up there. Should I pull the jig, you know? Come down there and mash down, put I hit the floor. Chuck just run away. Why the GPS I tell me if I go down, keep on driving straight and I see the parking spot, right? I don't understand that. GPS I mess up. Oh gosh, guys, I might, let me see something here. Now I can't make that turn here. I ain't tying this out. I can't make that turn there. Or probably the GPS I tell me for push the fronts and then back up at the truck. I'm just gonna enter it out and continue. Small thing, guys. Let's get another load for on it. Right. Let's see what I'm going on now. Iron pipes. Going back down in Idaho with this. 10 hours on the road. Alright, so let's just load up the iron pipes. Well, it's not in front. I have to go around the building. The iron pipes, yeah. Are the GPS telling me to go down? I wonder if there's a gate down on that other side. It looks like there's a gate down there now, guys. Alright. Let's see me could just turn around. Like this is the out gate. Right, so we need to pull into the weigh station. Right, so 76,000 pounds. Everything good on the truck, so just keep on rocking. we need some fuel, guys. Fuel low. Whoa. Oh gosh, we hit somebody. Oh boy. That wasn't good. That wasn't good at all. I'll look over there for that guy there, you know. Alright, let's go get some fuel. Fuel very, very low. Can't afford to run out. Guys, my use Jake and the truck still a go in. Gee. That truck here brakes real slight. Changing the time one time. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh wait now. Guys. I thought SES with physics, gosh. Them corner won't not be so hard. I knock them over, but they're still hard, you know. They're not soft. I was supposed to run over them and don't feel it and don't hear it. Because them is some little soft thing. Oh, my bad, guys, my bad. Let's keep on trying. Darwin, welcome to the stream, bro. You want to see me truck? Alright, bro. No scene, bro. Let me get a nice view of the truck, bro. I just try not to crash the truck. Watch the truck, bro. Mad truck, you know, bro. What 579? 579. Peterbilt 579, bro. It's a girl, nice little view in the truck, eh? Oh! Nearly crash out. Alright, let's continue. Let's see if we could park up this load there now. Just kind of straighten it up a little. But just back it straight down there now. Right in the spot, pick up with the load. Alright guys, just give me 1 minute, I'll be back in a little while. Right, so we back up. Back at it, guys. Back at it. Right, so we're going and carry this lift truck. I don't even know if this truck could handle this load, but we're gonna try it. Alright, let's hit the road, guys. Right, you can bypass the way station. let's pull into the way station. £168,000. This is a massive load. So a man went to a man 1 a.m. this morning. From Grandi, as you're saying, eh? Or far grinder is what? When people go learn. So was some trouble take place with the two men and them because the man go and accost the man 1 a.m. in the morning. I kinda trying to understand exactly what you're saying. But bro, you walk on. Out here it have a lot of disturbed people out here. And I get to realize that, bro. So when people disturb, they do a lot of stupid things, bro. You understand? He got robbed. Me understand. Bro, watch me. People out here disturb, bro. You hear me tell you, bro? And when you disturb, the things that you got think for God do, and the hours you got to think for God do certain things, another man not think all that, you know. So we have to live our life in such a way where you not disturb, me not disturb, but me have to think about the disturbed people around, because strange enough, them just come cause trouble for you, bro. You understand me, brother? Something gonna happen to you, let me say some little altercation where you could walk away from, another disturbed person can walk away from that, you know. Them are go look back for trouble after, you know, bro. So, bro, it's a crazy world we living in. Oh, so a Facebook story. Oh boy, yeah, people not learn. That Facebook thing there, people not learn. That Facebook for go buy this and that, and people not learn about that, bro. Me understand what you say now. But by right, people not supposed to do that, you know. But I understand what you're saying, that the fella shouldn't want to meet up with the fella 1 a.m. in the morning. That's a foolishness. That's a total foolishness. But bro, it is what it is. Alright? But that Facebook thing there, I wouldn't buy nothing from nobody in Facebook in Trinidad and Tobago. Because too much of people are fall victim, and you can no longer look away from the fact that most likely you will be a victim if you are buying anything from anybody in a Facebook in a Trinidad and Tobago. Because the occurrence is too frequent. So because it's too frequent, man, just don't do it. Just don't do it. You follow me, bro? Just don't do it. Let's see if we go get this open. Alright guys, so I feel this is my last load for this stream. Alright, so let's just shut off the truck and decouple the load. Alright guys, so we finished the job. Excellent. How much I will collect? $40,215. Thank you all for coming to the live stream. like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, don't forget to big up yourself.